What is good? What is good, everybody? It's your boy Cam, and I just want to get feedback from the Mavericks versus Cleveland Cavaliers game from Friday night. And tonight is actually game day as the Mavericks take on the Memphis Grizzlies tonight, which should be a very, very tough one, as the Grizzlies are sitting in second place right now. So I want to give you all the stats for the Mavericks when they play they play against Cleveland. Quentin Grimes finished with 26 as a season high with the Mavericks. Jaden Hardy finished with 17. Klay Thompson had 16. PJ Washington finished with 15. Brandon Williams finished with 13. And Daniel Gafford finished with 12. This is the best game I've seen Brandon Williams ever play, especially playing against the best team in the NBA. And actually, the Cleveland Cavaliers are sitting at 31-4 right now. 31-4. It's just Cleveland they're basically the Boston Celtics the way they shoot threes, and both of their bigs are just really good. But I honestly think the Cleveland Cavaliers have a chance going all the way this year. They definitely are very hungry for this season after losing to the Boston Celtics when they didn't have their whole team. They lost in 5 games, but I honestly think the Cleveland Cavaliers is the only team in the East Conference has a chance to beat the Boston Celtics. That's who I think the only team who has a chance to actually beat them. And I say that game, that's going to go 7 games. That's definitely going to be a 7-game series. That's definitely going to go to game 7 if Cleveland plays Boston in the conference finals or whatever round they play them in. But I definitely see that as a conference finals matchup. But back to the Mavs versus the Cavs games, though. Like, the Mavericks actually had 20 turnovers against Cleveland, which was not good. And Kyrie Irving actually did not play Friday because due to illness, which was when he was sick, which was not good. And the problem is the Mavericks haven't been healthy for a while. It's because of all these injuries and the bug that's been going around the locker room for the Mavericks. My problem is the Mavericks aren't healthy. That's why the Mavericks are obviously been losing so many games so far. And I do want to give an update on Kyrie Irving. I found out today. Today I actually found out Kyrie's not playing. He has a back injury, and now the worst part is Kyrie Irving's out to 1 to 2 weeks, which is a very disaster for our team. We don't have no Luka or Kyrie for 2 weeks or a week, which is very, very, very bad for us because we have no point guard. But again, the other guys got to step up though. I think the guard who has actually been stepping up mostly is Quentin Grimes, but he definitely needs some help. And Spencer Dinwiddie's been on and off. He only finished with 2 points against Cleveland the other night, but Spencer Dinwiddie definitely is going to have his on and off games. And I think Klay Thompson's been doing okay. He's fitting in just fine. I think Klay, definitely got to get more shots from Klay. And he actually did not score a point in the second half against Cleveland the other night. He scored only 16 points in the first half. Honestly, if Klay would have had another 16 points in that second half, I think the Mavericks would have had a better chance to beat Cleveland without Kyrie and Luka. But again, just Cleveland is just really, really balling right now. As Cleveland actually has their next game is against the Oklahoma City Thunder. That definitely looks like an NBA Finals matchup right there. And honestly don't know who to pick to win that game. That's honestly a hard one. But the crazy thing is the Oklahoma City Thunder only lost 1 game ever since Chet Holmgren was out, I believe. And that's just really, really crazy. But once Chet Holmgren comes back from his injury, the Oklahoma City is going to be even a bigger problem. I mean, serious issues. My thing is that Chet Holmgren just needs to stay healthy, and I think he definitely needs to put more muscle on him. But he's definitely a good player. I think he's definitely a future of the Oklahoma City Thunder. But we'll have to see what happens with when the Cavs take on the Oklahoma City Thunder, I believe this upcoming Wednesday night. So, in another news update, I do want give you about on Jimmy Butler. So, Jimmy Butler was suspended for 7 games because of the things he said in the interview, and now he officially requests a trade from the Miami Heat. So, which is really not surprising because I just think Jimmy Butler is definitely a headache in the locker room. It's just I don't know what's going on with him, and I think he's definitely a team cancer. That's what I believe Jimmy Butler is. I don't think Kyrie Irving was a team cancer when he was with Boston and Brooklyn. It's just those weren't the right places for him. But Kyrie Irving is definitely a good fit with the Mavericks, and I haven't had a problem with him lately. And I think he's totally fine with us. And the chemistry with him and Luka is working really good because I was concerned about both of them playing together because they both want the ball, but obviously they was able to work together playing. We definitely need to get both of them back, ASAP, especially with this tough schedule of this month of January. So now it's just Butler just hasn't. Things didn't go well with him in Chicago. Things didn't go well with him in Philly. Things didn't go well with him in Minnesota. Things didn't go well with him in Miami. It's Jimmy, come on, man. You gotta get your crap together, bro. I like your game, but it's just I'm so sick of you being a damn headache, dude. I do not want Jimmy Butler coming to Dallas because he will destroy the chemistry if he was to come to Dallas. I'm dead ass serious. He will destroy this chemistry down here. And then, imagine if there's Kyrie, Clay, not Kyrie and Clay, Kyrie, Luka, and Jimmy Butler playing. It's that's just not going to work. All three of them want the ball. It's not going to work well. I just think Jimmy Butler is a bad fit with the Mavericks. He's a better fit either with the Golden State Warriors or the Phoenix Suns. Those I think were the two best places for Butler for him to go. It's just it ain't gonna work with him coming down here to Dallas. And we'll have to they said if we was to get Butler, we'll have to give up PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, and I couldn't remember who else we have to give up, but no, I'm not risking giving up PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford just for Jimmy Butler, who's a headache in the locker room. I'm not doing that because just like we gave up Dorian Finney-Smith and Spencer Dinwiddie, our two best defenders for Kyrie, and then our defense went run out flat, and I don't want to go do that shit again. And they did say the Mavericks are not interested in making a trade for Jimmy Butler, so I'm like, all right, so cool. So I think the Mavericks just need to go after Herb Jones or Obi Thompson, or Cam Johnson. That's one of those three who the Mavericks should go after. Definitely. I just think we just gotta trade Maxi Kleber. He has to go. He just hasn't been the same anymore after all those injuries he's been dealing with. And when we did that playoff run in 2022, Maxi Kleber was actually balling pretty well. He was shooting really well and everything. It's just after he had those injuries going into that next season, he just hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same since then, man. Gosh, man, we definitely got to get another defensive player for make a trade for Maxi Kleber. But good news is that we officially get Najee Marshall back tonight. He just finished serving his 4-game suspension after that altercation with Yusuf Nurkic, which is not his fault again. He elbowed Daniel Gafford in the mouth. Should have been a flagrant penalty too. And then, of course, they called an offensive foul, and Najee Marshall had the right to defend his teammate and defend himself. And again, Nurkic should not hit him like that. And Najee Marshall had every right to hit him back. He had the right to defend himself like that. And for Yusuf Nurkic to get suspended less than Najee Marshall after he started the shit, That was totally crazy when they decided to suspend Najee Marshall a little more than Yusuf Nurkic, especially after he instigated everything. I mean, and Yusuf Nurkic had an off game that night too. He's actually been on the trade rumors right now. Actually, they're talking about he may go to the Washington Wizards or he might go to Miami, but we'll see. There's been a lot of crazy trade rumors going around right now, and they're talking about him. Bradley Beal actually might be going to the Miami Heat. They might trade him and Yusuf Nurkic for Jimmy Butler, but I don't know. So we'll just see. As long as he doesn't come to Dallas, and we'll be fine. But yeah, and I do want to talk about this upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. As like I said, tonight the Mavericks take on the Memphis Grizzlies, and actually John Morant is not. I don't think he's going to be playing tonight. He's actually been hurt again. And then tomorrow night the Mavericks are back home against the Los Angeles Lakers. And then Thursday night they take on the Portland Trailblazers from the rematch of losing to them at their place. And there actually has been a weather. Supposed to be some bad weather coming in Thursday night. There's supposed to be some little bit of some snow and ice and everything. We may get like an inch or two of snow. Who knows what's going to happen, but I don't know. So it just looks like it's going to be pretty bad weather and everything. I'm going into Thursday. So all the Mavs fans, whoever's going to if whoever's going to the Maverick game that Thursday night, or if y'all decide to go, but please be careful driving all the way there, all the way back home. People in Dallas they drive pretty crazy, especially at nighttime. But I wouldn't even risk going to the game Thursday night because I had some plans to go into the game Thursday night, but now with this bad weather coming in, I was like, nah, it's not worth risking my life and everything. You definitely got to be safe. But I didn't even caught a Maverick game in person yet. I only went to a preseason game. That was really it. But definitely trying to figure out which Maverick game I can possibly go to and everything. But we still got a while till the season's over with. But we have lots of time. I can figure out which game I can go to. But like I said, y'all be careful out there. If Thursday with this snow and ice coming in, and just praying for y'all safe travels and everything, whatever y'all going and everything. But well, that concludes my podcast today, and I will see you on the next one. Hopefully, we can get the win tonight, but we definitely got to get Kyrie and Luka back like right now, and hopefully they get. I wish them a full recovery, and I just and keep them in my prayers. Y'all be safe out there.